The fog didn't move. It watched. Six Fangs stood at the edge of something they already knew wasn't right. The bodies of the fallen B-rank entities lay scattered behind them, but whatever had done it was still here, somewhere inside the gray. Then, nothing. The presence vanished, like it had never been there. Winter frowned. Nah, I hate that. Jael's eyes narrowed. They didn't leave. No, Peck said calmly. They repositioned. All eyes shifted to her. She stepped forward slightly, gaze fixed ahead, not guessing, calculating. There are 3 of them, she said. A pause. Separate signatures, all A rank. Silence. Then, we split, she continued. Winter blinked. Split. Pex didn't look at him. 3 teams, 2 per entity. Jael caught on first. 2v1 advantage. IA nodded once. Rashk didn't speak, but he was already moving. Pex finished it clean. Rashk, IA, a beat. Winta, me. Rakudo, Jale. Rakudo cracked his neck slightly. Cool. Let's not die again. Winta pointed at him. You don't get to say that casually. No one laughed. Because it wasn't casual. They split. 6 paths, 3 directions. The fog swallowed them almost instantly. Rashk and IA, they didn't rush, didn't call out, didn't waste movement. Their steps were quiet, controlled, eyes scanning every shift in the fog, every distortion in space. Then, a sound, metal, dragging, heavy. They stopped. The fog parted just enough, and he was there, standing in the open like he'd been waiting. Tall, muscular, buzz cut. A wide, mischievous grin stretched across his face like this was all a game to him. An all-black, gothic outfit clung to his frame, layered and sharp and resting across his shoulder. A massive, dark scythe. He tilted his head slightly. Well, ain't that convenient, he said, voice smooth, almost amused. Thought I'd have to go looking. II stepped forward slightly. Rash didn't move. The entity's grin widened. 2 of you too? That's kinda unfair. A pause. Then he shrugged. Guess I'll just have to enjoy it more. He moved first. Fast. Too fast for something that size. The scythe carved through the fog in a wide arc. AI stepped in. Grounded. Caught the motion just enough to redirect. Rashk was already gone from his original position. Flanking. The fight began instantly. No testing. No hesitation. Just violence. Winta and Pex. You feel that? Winta muttered. I did, Pex replied. They didn't need to search long, because he wasn't hiding. He was sitting. Right in the open. Leg crossed over the other. Holding a drink like this was a casual meeting instead of a hunt. He looked up as they approached. Slicked back white hair. Sharp yellow eyes. A small goatee resting neatly against his chin. His outfit stood out immediately. A light blue traditional long coat with red toggle closures, matching trousers, clean and almost elegant, completely out of place. Well, he said, raising his glass slightly. That didn't take long. Winta blinked. Yo. Pex didn't react. The man stood slowly, brushing imaginary dust from his coat. Name's Zuchi, he said casually, wielder of ice and fire. That landed. Winta looked at Pex. Entities can do that now? Pex's eyes narrowed slightly. Not normally. Zuchi smiled. Yeah, he said, I get that a lot. The air shifted. Cold, then heat, both at once. Winta stepped forward slightly, cracking his knuckles. 8. You talking too much already. Zuchi laughed softly. Good, he said, because I was getting bored. The ground beneath them frosted, then cracked with heat, and the fight began, Rakudo and Jale. Their side felt different, quieter, too quiet. Jale's eyes scanned constantly. Haven't seen anything yet. Rakudo shrugged lightly. Maybe we got the easy one. Jale didn't respond, because nothing about this felt easy. Then a shift, not ahead, behind, too late. From the shadows, he watched them first. A dark figure, still, patient. Shaggy black hair falling over large, unreadable eyes, his lower face hidden behind a high-colored mask. A tattered, flowing cape moved slightly with the wind, or something else. He didn't speak, didn't announce himself, didn't wait. Rakudo felt it. Turned. Jail? Too late. The figure was already there. Close. Inside their space. A strike came fast, silent, aimed clean. Jail barely brought his guard up in time. Impact. Sharp. Precise. He slid back a step, eyes widening slightly. Fast. Rakudo stepped in immediately, countering. The figure was gone again, back into the fog, watching, waiting, hunting. Nah, Rakudo muttered, eyes narrowing. He's playing different. Jail steadied his stance. Stay tight, he said. The fog shifted again. Closer this time, the presence tightening around them. No humor, no words, just intent. And this one wasn't wasting time. 3 battles, 3 threats, 3 different kinds of danger. And none of them felt like something new Fangs were meant to handle.
I start from here, I catch up with you. I don't do back on I start from here. I catch a